As we always say, it's a very special month. Very, very special month. This entire month is filled with the pastimes of the Lord. So one can every day meditate and remember the Supreme Lord. So many wonderful things happen on this month. So especially Srila Prabhupada. When Srila Prabhupada came to US, and then whenever there is a Damodara month, Karthik month, Srila Prabhupada come to Vrindavan and stay in the Damodara temple. Every day morning, Srila Prabhupada gave Bhagavatam lectures. Every day evening, the spiritual discourse. And everybody was so interested, so keen, and Srila Prabhupada was insisting that one should hear Harikatha on this month of Karthik. It derives great benefits, great merit, and it creates also devotion. And on this month of 1972, when Srila Prabhupada was in Radha Damodar temple, that's the time Srila Prabhupada even compiled an Nectar of Devotion. So, this is the essence of all the Damodar Karthik, remembering the Supreme Lord, which derives, one can attain the nectar of that devotion. So there is no doubt into that. One can come to and taste that the nectar of devotion. One can taste that devotion. So my Guru Maharaj was saying, so when we execute, when we perform devotion in this month, one can attain mantra siddhi. You know what is mantra siddhi? Do you know what is siddhi? Siddhi means certain, mystic, and spiritual, the results. Power. So one can attain mantra siddhi on this month because of everybody is engaged in chanting the holy name. So siddhi is also mentioned that when somebody performs a yajna or fire sacrifice, so you get some results out of it. So similarly, one execute this loving devotion in this month, one can attain perfection. You definitely get the results of it. So last few days we were discussing about the benefits, the glories of this month of Karthik. So like that, one can attain that mantra siddhi. That means it will imprint in your heart if you execute this devotion, chanting of the holy name. Then even in your sleep, this mantra will be vibrating in your heart. Have you experienced this? Many of you experience this, right? When you sleep, you don't even know that you can feel that mantra is within the heart.
Subconscious mind.
Yeah, it's in the heart. It is there. So no matter what. So this is called mantra siddhi. That means always that mantra, the holy name, is in your heart. No doubt into that. So that's another benefit of this one. One who engages sincerely in this month of Karthik, the devotion, then one can easily attain and come to that point of mantra siddhi. One can attain the nectar. What is that nectar? So you know that the nectar means amrit. What is the benefit of amrit? Immortality. You know that that is also a wonderful pastime which manifests on this month is actually Samudra Manthan. In order to retrieve the amrit, the nectar from the ocean, the Devatas and Asuras, they chant the ocean on this month. And then so many articles came out of the ocean. And this is the time Lord took an avatar, incarnation of Kurma. How many of you know that? The tortoise incarnation. The tortoise incarnation, Lord is also appeared on this month of Karthik. Lord also came in the form of Matsya on this month of Karthik. Lord appeared in the form of Mohini in this month of Karthik. And also nectar manifested in this month of Karthik. So that's the greatness. So why this nectar appeared in the month of Karthik? That means when you churn the ocean. So who is churning the ocean? Who is churning the ocean? The Devadas and Asuras. So who is finally winning? The Devadas, of course. And why? Because of Lord is with them. And this was originally the Lord's plan anyway. Because of they were completely, dispersed. And then Lord was suggesting that you churn the ocean and then you get the nectar. So also another significance of this month is that we can churn our ocean of heart. Okay? With this dharma and adharma. So we can all eradicate that. So then what happens? Lot of things will come out. What will come out first? The hala poison. So we all know that how many poisons we have in our heart. You can all imagine that. Right? That's what is initially when you are enter into this bhakti, this devotion, what happens initially is very difficult. You get angry, you are so much frustrated, I can't chant, it's so much angry that it comes out. This is the poison which comes out. Who drinks that poison? Shiva. Lord Shiva drinks that poison because of he is so merciful. Right? That he does not want to, that our anger, all this frustration and all this, and people should not create any kind of disturbances to others, other living entities. So Shiva comes there and accepts and absorbs that. So everybody is there. So in this month of Karthik, the most important that one can chant is also all this poison which comes out, and then after finally, then one by one, right? The Surabhi cow came on this month of Karthik. Mother Surabhi from the out of ocean, when they churned the ocean. Then Uchchaisrava, right? The horse of this, in the heavenly horse manifested on this month. Airavada, Airavada, the Indra's elephant, manifested on this month. And then Tulasi Maharani also appeared on this month of Karthik from the ocean. So like that, then finally nectar came. And who brought nectar? Who brought nectar? No. Dhanvantari. Lord is also took the incarnation avatar of Dhanvantari as Dhanvantari, who first implemented the herbs. That why the Lord came with this herb? Because of that everybody can so be healthy and peaceful, so that they can engage in the devotional service. So that's it. So keep our body and the soul together and healthy. So that's it. Dhanvantari also manifests. He's so merciful. So Karthik is so merciful in that way. So finally nectar came. So that's what is the importance of this month. We all can have nectar this month.
Ayurveda also can.
Yeah, that's the Dhanvantari. Yeah. So nectar, one can have the nectar by our loving devotional service. That's a churning process. So you will get, and who will give you that nectar? Who will give you the nectar? Krishna, the Lord in the form of Mohini. Right? Lord wanted to serve to the devotees. So Lord will serve, and that is another aspect of this month of Karthik. Very, very important. That there are three aspects, three aspects that is there to glorify this Karthik. Especially Damodara Leela, the pastimes of Lord Damodara. Anybody knows that? Why this Damodara Leela, Damodara pastime manifested? Anybody knows? It's month of Karthik. Anybody knows? There are three reasons. One is to give Mother Yashoda the fame. What is the meaning of Yashoda? Yash and Dha. Right? Yash means Kirti. Okay? Of course, Kirtida is the mother of Srimati Radharani. Kartika is the daughter. Now, whoever is connected with Krishna, everybody is get benefited. No matter what. Okay? Some way or other, they all get benefited. So now Krishna wanted to give Yash, the fame to Yashoda. Because of Krishna knew that in few years I am going to go. So then everybody will forget Mother Yashoda. But that should not happen. That should not happen at all. So Krishna exhibited this pastime. But there are many other reasons. So we know that Krishna and all the Gopas and all the friends along with Krishna, they were all playing wonderful pastimes in the Vrindavan. So there are two reasons. Another way. One is, one day, Krishna wanted to tell that also. So everybody is taking advantage of Krishna, right? Everybody is, teasing him and pulling him, and when there is a fight, he has to take shoulder on others, and everybody. But Krishna wanted to give a little hint to all the friends. And one day they were playing. Krishna asked, "You know who I am? I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead." Then everybody laughed at him. You are the Supreme Lord? Then Sri Ram says, and Krishna said some arguments. Don't you know that I raised the Govardhan? Haven't you seen that? Don't you know that I killed Putana, the witch came? Don't you know that I killed Agasura? Don't you see that all? And they again laughed. So then they said that, okay, Krishna, you know that why that Govardhan is already, so we were all praying to the Lord. We already offered prayers to Govardhan. So because of our prayers, Govardhan was so pleased and it came in the air and it was flying. And what you did, you just go in there, just put your finger and you are now claiming that you raised the Govardhan. So then, what about Agasura? So Krishna said, I killed Agasura. Then Krishna, they said, I killed Agasura. The Gopal, the friend said, no. You came last. It was opened. Agasura's mouth was completely open. You came last. We already went inside. We already cut pieces of his stomach so much. And you just came and now you are claiming that you killed Agasura. Then said, I killed Putana. So then Krishna said, the Gopal said, of course, that Mother Yashoda brought all the Brahmanas. All the Brahmanas and they offered, and then the Brahmanas prayers that Putana is killed. It's not you. So Krishna was so upset. It's like dumbstruck, that likes that. How to convince them, what to do this? And all of a sudden then, Mother Yashoda, then Krishna was giving little, give glimpses to Mother Yashoda as well. So Balaram came and told the Maya, Kanaya ate mud. So what to do? So he is so naughty. So this were like looking like Balaram wanted to, Mother Yashoda to chastise Krishna so that they get some pleasure. So Balaram came and complained to Mother Yashoda. So Krishna ate mud. So Mother Yashoda came and Mother Yashoda asked Krishna, open the mouth. So when Krishna opened the mouth with that potency of Krishna, Mother Yashoda could see that the entire universe, this whole Brahmanda is within the mouth of Krishna with that potency. And Mother Yashoda was seeing everything. Mother Yashoda was seeing the Vaikuntha. Mother Yashoda was seeing that Krishna is even the mouth, in his mouth. And even Mother Yashoda was seeing that the entire Vrindavan is there in the mouth of Krishna. Not only that, Mother Yashoda is also in the mouth of Krishna and chastising Krishna. So this was for just a glimpse, just for a little while. So then Mother Yashoda, then Krishna understood that now Mother Yashoda now perplexed. Now started to offer this praise and over reverence and this is my son and this like this. So then Krishna then immediately changed everything. Now brought back. But still in the back of the mind of the Mother Yashoda, it was there something. Krishna is not, something is there. So then she started to behave like that. So Krishna didn't like this because of when we are in relationship, when there is a distance, it's very different, right? When Krishna really wanted that mother's love, and exactly likes that. Krishna exactly wanted that friends, the Sakyaras. That's why Krishna came and brought all these and wonderful pastimes manifested here because of the friends, and he wanted to receive that. And this is what is exactly Krishna is looking for. That the rasa means there is a Sakyaras, there is of course, right? When you have a friends, when your friends comes together, there is a different moment, right? There is a different dasa, right? So there is a husband and wife, they come together, there is a different dasa. There is a lover and a beloved, there is a different dasa. These are all different dasa that Krishna wanted to taste and absorb it. So then Krishna decided somehow or other, I should give some hint that who I am, so that they will also come to know that, so that they will also have more devotion towards me. See all the intention of Krishna. So that's why Krishna then exhibited this pastime. Now, Mother Yashoda, on this day of Diwali that's coming up now, day of Diwali, and Mother Yashoda got up very early and started to churn the butter. And then every day Mother Yashoda goes and bring Krishna. The first thing that Mother Yashoda does is go to Krishna and wake him up and give him breast milk every day. But this day, Krishna thought, what happened? Mother Yashoda didn't come. What is happening to? So Krishna was very little. You can imagine that. He cannot even climb down from the cot. He just backed down. First he put his feet down and just slowly climb down and just walk towards Mother Yashoda. And then just looked at Mother Yashoda. Now Mother Yashoda was so busy churning butter. So looked at Mother Yashoda. Mother Yashoda understood that now what Krishna needed. Krishna needed the milk. He is so hungry. So immediately put down Mother Yashoda and took Krishna in the lap and started to feed the milk to Krishna. Then, this was going on. Then all of a sudden, Mother Yashoda saw that she put the milk for boiling on the oven. She saw that the milk is now boiling, overflowing. So, actually there is a very meaning is that there the milk is overflowing. So in Krishna Leela, everything has a full of conscious. It's not that this is just a little matter of things. Everything has full of consciousness out there. So then milk saw that. So Krishna is drinking Mother's Yashoda's milk. Now what is the use of us now? There is no use of us anymore. Krishna is drinking Mother Yashoda's milk. So let us all decide, let us all commit suicide. Okay? The milk was thinking this way. There is no use anymore with us. So let us commit suicide. So they decided, okay, the one way to commit suicide, jump into the fire. Okay? So the milk started to boil and they started to jump into the fire. This is the spiritual realm that the Leela happens like this. So but Mother Yashoda, for Mother, this is a milk and Krishna is less important now. So then Mother Yashoda just put Krishna down, ran to the milk to take care of the milk. So then Krishna didn't like this. So Krishna got so angry. Krishna said, I am here in this world just for, I am, the entire, the Namam Ishwaram, this Lord of the universe, Lord of everything, and I came here for the devotees. Now devotees doesn't have any attention. That's why Krishna doesn't like this. When we come for satsang, when we have the iPhone, right? Look at the iPhone. So this is like a Mother Yashoda looking at the milk, right? So we were all looking at the iPhone and so Krishna doesn't like that, right? So when we talk about, okay, now the Krishna Kada is, Hari Kada is going on. Krishna, now everybody else,
Krishna gives one more iPhone.
One more iPhone, yeah.
You get busy.
So then the talking and everything that we do when we execute the devotion, Krishna doesn't like that. We should be 100%. When we does the devotion to Krishna, should be completely with Krishna, right? So this Karthik month is actually meant for that. Karthik month is meant for that. In the Vrindavan, devotees ask how to observe this, this Karthik Vrata. So Srila Prabhupada said, chant 24 hours. So devotees were there, they started to chant 24 hours, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada said, no eating, no drinking. So he said, Devotee said, how is that possible? No eating, no drinking. So Srila said, yes, that's not possible. But the moment that you chant, the moment you do something and you give 100% to Krishna, this way Krishna is pleased. Otherwise, you are not with Krishna. So this is what is how we can derive, I can chant the nectar out of it. So when you execute devotion, you should be completely 100% with Krishna. So this is the significance of it. So Krishna didn't like this. Krishna, broke all the butter, the pot, and then, so that, there is in the room, there is hanging in the, the rope that, the pot of butter and the yogurt. He just went there and broke everything and took everything and started to give out to monkeys outside. So there is another wonderful pastime is going on when Mother Yashoda was coming. So here the mortar is also made a mistake in the eyes of Mother Yashoda. So Krishna was climbed on the mortar, took out all the yogurt down, and Krishna was also outside sitting on a lot of mortars, not just one. So on the sitting on the mortar and giving everybody this butter and yogurt, entire house, whatever was there in the house, Krishna took everything and giving it to everybody like monkeys. Can you imagine that you kept something in your home very precious and your baby took that out and giving out all the monkeys, donkeys, all the dogs and everything? How do you feel? So you're so, upset. So Mother Yashoda saw this and immediately Mother Yashoda took a stick. I should teach him a lesson. So Krishna wanted all this. These are all different dasas, different relations. Because of Mother Yashoda has that such an angry mood, and then out of anger, it's actually showing the love for Krishna. Out of anger. So then we know that the wonderful pastimes of all this. When the Diwali comes, we'll explain more into that, so that we get that nectar of it. So the Acharyas mentioned that the reason for again this Damodar Leela, and Krishna personally wanted to execute this Damodar Leela. One is to give the yashas to Mother Yashoda. Second thing is actually to derive bhakti. So Krishna wanted to teach that. We know that the Damodar Leela, when Mother Yashoda wanted to tie Krishna. So in the Damodar Ashtagam itself there, that Namastestu Dhamne, Spura Dipti Dhamne. Namastestu Dhamne, I mean Satyavrata Muni, and I will discuss that who is Satyavrata Muni, is so beautiful. And also in the pastimes of Malsya, Satyavrata Muni is there. So Satyavrata Muni, and what is that Satyavrata means? Satyavrata. Satyam means the truth, the righteousness, and Vrata means one who always upkeep. So we need to, on this month of Karthik, we have to upkeep this righteousness and the devotion and the Vrata. Okay? Vrata, right? We should upkeep. That's why Karthik Vrata, Satya Vrata is all tied and related to each other. So Satyavrata Muni was compiling this Namastestu Dhamne Spuraditi Dhamne. Dhamne and Dhamne. There are two words there. One is that giving the obeisance to the rope. Okay? And one is giving the obeisance to the belly. So in the scripture reveals that the belly is nothing but the Lord's, this entire universe. In the Sahasra, this Purusha Sukta. In the Purusha Sukta, all the devatas, all the demigods, all the exalted sages, they are offering this Purusha Sukta every day, and offering the glories to the Lord. And in that Purusha Sukta, it says that Sahasraksha Sahasrapad, and Lord is considered as this entire universe. Lord is in the form of entire universe, and that's the truth. And we are within Him actually only. So this belly is considered as this entire universe. So Krishna wanted to test that as well, to the bhakti. So unless we have the devotion, we cannot bind Krishna. So then what happened? Then Krishna wanted to show that the only way that one can tie me, one can bind me through the bhakti. So the devotion. So in order to establish this aspect, this point, so Krishna wanted to show this Damodar. So that we know that on the day of Diwali and the entire Vrindavan, all the ropes came to tie Krishna. How can we do that? We cannot. He cannot tie with anything that in this material. Anything in this material we cannot tie with him. Only we can tie with him that the spiritual, that the complete devotion. That only with the devotion that we can tie him, the Lord Damodara. So we know that. Then what happened? It started from the morning of Diwali day. Mother Yashoda tried to tie Krishna on the motor. It was going on for quite some time. Mother Yashoda also decided, no, I don't want to leave this. I have to tie. So also it signifies that one should have that determination like this, like Mother Yashoda. That means one has this determination like Mother Yashoda, then only we can tie Krishna like this. That's why Acharyas, whenever Mother Yashoda tried to tie Krishna, the 2 inches short. And it's all on a sudden, cannot tie. It's short. Again, Mother Yashoda was calling all the gopis name, bring more ropes. And tying together, everybody was so busy tying ropes together there that morning. Instead of focusing on the Diwali, the business was to tying the rope in that day of morning. So tying together and everybody, Mother Yashoda was giving instruction, tie that one, tie this rope. And everybody was so busy tying at the time, bringing together. Try to tie this short 2 inch. Mother Yashoda thought actually I could easily tie him. He's my little boy. And I could easily tie him. But what is happening here? So Mother Yashoda now really something is happening. So Mother Yashoda now decided, okay, so Krishna, and then perspiration, the sweat coming out, and Mother Yashoda also so tired now what to do. But Mother Yashoda also don't want to leave it. So this is the time Radharani came on the scene. So Radharani understood what is going on. So Radharani came on the scene and then came there. Radharani had nice hair and tied a ribbon on the hair of Radharani. So Radharani just took that ribbon out. So Radharani knows who is Krishna, right? So only by the love, the devotion to Krishna, then only with our surrenderness, with our complete surrender, then only Krishna can be tied. So then Mother Yashoda, because of Sasuna's Krishna so Radharani, then he is completely melted. Now he is not anymore, holding this birth, holding this ego like this. Now as soon as Krishna saw Radharani, now then Krishna saw that Radharani is handing over this rope like a ribbon on her hair to Yashoda. And then also Krishna saw that Mother Yashoda is now praying to Lord, that, oh Lord, what is this? So Krishna melted with all this. And because of this, then when Mother Yashoda gave the rope as a ribbon, and then Mother Yashoda now tried, okay, now Krishna then agreed to tied by Mother Yashoda. So this is another aspect of it. That in order to establish this, the process of bhakti, the devotion, the most important in this world is nothing but the bhakti, the devotion for the Lord. Now the third aspect was now to upkeep the words of a devotee. So in the case of, as always says that, Krishna says that, Naham Tishtandi Vaikunde Yoginam Hrideshva. Then Yatra Gayanti Mad Bhakto Tatra Tishtadi Narada. It says that, Krishna says that, Naham Tishtandi Vaikunde. I am not seated in Vaikuntha. Yogina Hrideshuna. Not even in the yogi's heart. Yesterday somebody was asking this question, what is the difference yogi and the devotion? Not even in the heart of yogis. Yatra Gayanti Mat Bhakta. Wherever my devotees chanted my holy name, the devotion. Yatra Gayanti Mat Bhakta Tatra Tishtami Narada. Oh Narada, I will be where my devotees chanting the holy name, the glories. That's where I am. I am not seated in Vaikuntha. So yesterday I was giving this example of Ambarish Maharaj. Yesterday morning, this was Ambarish Maharaj, how Ambarish Maharaj, then Durvasa Muni was so fearful of Sudarshana. Sudarshana was, just touching the, Durvasa Muni is so much fearful and fled and ran all over the universes. And finally came to Krishna. And Krishna said that, I know only but Krishna, only but my devotees. I do not know anything else but my devotees. And my devotees know anything else but me. I am seated in the devotee's heart all the time. I am not independent. I am dependent upon my devotees. I am not independent. I am completely dependent upon my devotees. And I do not even enjoy separately. I do enjoy even with my devotees. There is nothing that which is separate from me, that devotee. So Krishna also wanted to give that when the devotees are there, that means, that's why Srila Prabhupada says that devotees are the representatives of the Lord. Representatives of the Lord. They directly represents the Lord. The devotees. So here we know that, so Narada Muni, almost that 1.2 million years ago, or somebody says 20,000 years ago. So this Nalakubera and Manigriva, and this is also another aspect of this month of Karthik, that the liberation. So one can have liberate themselves from these clutches of this material world. So we are all in different forms. No worries about that. Okay, we have a human form, so we are great. But we are fortunate. We are not greater than anybody else. But we are fortunate than anything else. So that's Radha Maharaj's quote. So we see that, okay, we are better than this person, we are better than Prangad, we are better than this person. But no, we are not better. But we are fortunate than more these people, those anyway. We are fortunate than a planetary. That's the significance of it. So now, then Krishna saw this. And Krishna also wanted to fulfill the words of Narada. When 2 million years ago, right, 2 million years ago, that Narada Muni said to Nalakubera and Manigriva, we know that the pastimes, when Nalakubera and Manigriva in the heavenly region, they were spotting with the celestial girls and completely with the drunkard and intoxicated and naked completely. And Narada Muni came that time, even the girls were completely covered, but this Nalakubera and Manigriva, they were ashamed, they were completely free of all shame, and they just completely drunkard and they don't know what to do. And they didn't even pay the respect to the Narada Dev. Narada Dev realized, what is this? Even they do not know the religious principles, the dharma, and they are in the celestial being. How is that possible? And he is completely intoxicated, they do not know. That's why, dear devotees, when we are completely forgot about our religious principle, dharma, our consciential position, our paradharma, then we are completely gone, completely lost our life. So we can become a plant, we can become a tree, we can become this, any other trees in this, any other forms because of the consciousness that what we develop. And accordingly, we get a form. So similarly, Narada, they thought that this is celestial beings, even though they are in the heavenly region, they are acting like a dumb person, like a, this headless people. So Narada Muni cursed that be the tree on the planet Earth, because you are acting like a dump. So then they came to their consciousness. Now they are going to become trees. So this is what it is, right? When something is happening to us, they become all of a sudden, we become so, okay, let me chant the holy name. Okay, let me do something so that I get saved. So of course that's a good way. So then they begged for forgiveness from Narada Dev. Narada Dev said, do not worry, that in this Dwapara Yuga, on this millennium of Dwapara Yuga, the Supreme Lord will manifest on this earth, and by the touch of the Supreme Lord Krishna will deliver you, no doubt. So then they became the two trees, Avalarjuna trees, the two trees in the courtyard of Indra Vrindavan. It was there before also, okay? It was there for a long time. So Krishna also wanted to fulfill the promise, fulfill the words of a devotee. Always remember, the words of a devotee never go in vain. It's because they are into that pure spiritual platform. When a devotee says something, no matter what, the entire world will upside down in order to fulfill the words. Krishna will change everything. When Krishna appeared in this planet, all the universes changed. All the planets changed their position immediately. So this is what it is. The position of a devotee. Yesterday I was giving this class. The position of Ambarish Maharaj. So Krishna is right there. That's why one can be controlled by Krishna. Here Mother Yashoda is controlling Krishna. Who else was controlling Krishna? Who else was? Radharani was controlling Krishna. Here in this case also Narada Muni was controlling Krishna.
Even the boys.
Even the Gopas was controlling Krishna. Everybody was controlling Krishna. Why? Because of their love and their devotion for the Lord. So in order to fulfill the words of a devotee, Krishna had to execute this pastime. So Krishna saw these two trees. They were not ordinary trees. Krishna saw these are the two great personalities, Nala Kubera and Manigriva. And Krishna took this opportunity and then took the the wooden mortar. And you can imagine that these trees are so powerful and so strong. Okay, so strong. And Krishna just took that little mortar. This was a dried wooden actually. So Krishna was dragging this through this one. But as soon as Krishna brought this mortar in between these emerald trees, then immediately, just by the mercy, just by the touch of the rope of that love of Krishna, then immediately this broken apart, these two trees fall down with such a noise, and two great personalities came out from this tree. Who is that tree? Who was that? The two Gandharvas, Nalakuvera and Manigriva. You know what happened? They circumambulated Krishna. What Krishna did? Krishna gave Tata Prema Bhakti. Kuveratmajau Baddha Muthaiva Yatvad Tvaya Mochitau Bhakti Tau Tata Prema Bhaktim Sokhame Prayacha Namokshe Grahomeshti Damodareha. So these Gandharvas, this Nalakuvera and Manigriva, they also attained that Prema Bhakti just by the mercy of Krishna. And this is what is saying, that no matter what, whether it is or a good or bad, how the association of a devotee is full of, good. That eventually you will come, you will attain the goodness even just by the association of a devotee. So one day Narada Devi came to Vaikuntha. So Narada Devi wanted to know what was the, oh Lord, I just would like to know what is the importance of the association. So how it helps. I don't really see that, what is this greatness of this association. So Krishna said, okay, you will come to know, but you go to the earthly planet, there is in this forest, and there is a little worm out there, you just go and meet them. Go and meet this little worm. So Narada agreed, okay, and I just went there. Narada saw this worm, and immediately Narada saw this worm, and Narada, this worm completely just died right there. And then Narada thought, what happened? I just came and just like this. So then after a few days, then he saw a butterfly on this one and this same. After a few days, so then Narada came to this butterfly. So as soon as they saw Narada, this butterfly also just died like that. So Narada, what is happening here? I should not go to anybody's. So after few months and then Narada saw that a cow and a calf. So Narada went to this calf, and immediately as soon as Narada went to the near of the calf is also just died immediately. So then Narada was thinking, what is happening? I cannot go to anybody now. So everybody is passing. So then finally, after some time, he was hesitating to go anywhere. What happened? Of course, they have to meet. Then Narada heard that there is a boy born. Boy had a birth, just born. So then Narada went there. And then before Narada went to that boy, Narada wanted to make sure that, so what would happen to this if I go? So Narada came back to Lord in Vaikuntha. So Narada asked Lord, this is what is all happened when I went to a worm that is immediately then passed away. Then after some time there is a window butterfly, then it's a calf, it's all passed away immediately after that. So Krishna told to Narada, Narada, you asked me, so what is the benefit of an association? So as soon as you are a great devotee, pure devotee, you went to the worm, because of that association, that worm then passed away but took a body of a butterfly. And then because of your association, again that butterfly got again the birth as a calf. And that because of your pure association, that calf become the guy, that calf born as a boy like this. So this one birth from that little worm, little insect, to birth to that, just by the association, this living entity get that the good birth. Living entity completely transformed. So this is the association, dear devotees. So even a little bit of association of the devotees, even good or bad, chastising anybody, devotee does anything to you, is all beneficial no matter what. So you should always remember this. So these are various wonderful pastimes and significance are there in this month of Karthik, there is no doubt. So it's so wonderful that always remember that with this devotion, with this love for the Lord, the Supreme, the Lord Krishna, that we can all get that the lotus feet of Krishna. It's mentioned that various scriptures mention that. So that's what it is. Simhesvara Muni is compiling this sloka, and where it is come from? This from the Padma Purana. When the Padma Purana, Simhesvara Muni was discussing this with, it was from the heart of Simhesvara Muni, from the heart of the prayers of Simhesvara Muni. It came out, and that's the time Narada and Shaunaka Rishi, and then they were discussing this one, and then Vyasadeva took out. This is compiled by Simhesvara Muni, but it's actually, and who is that Simhesvara Muni? That who was actually the king of Chakshusha Manu. He was the great king. And because of him, Lord appeared in the form of Malsya. Lord manifested. That we can discuss in a later time. So beautiful, wonderful pastimes of. And that Simhesvara Muni, that the king, Lord appeared as a Malsya for, and then now became the next, the son of the sun god, that's called Vivaswan, the son of Vivaswan known as Vivasudha. And Vivasudha Manu is the current Manu. That's why it is so significant, so prominent that this Damodara Ashtagam we are all taking. It's so significant because of this was originally by the Simhesvara Muni, now in this form of, in this yuga, in this millennium, as known as Vivasudha Manu. So it's so powerful, so wonderful. So whoever takes up this holy name, this Damodara Ashtagam, and there's a full of wonderful meaning, and if you go through it, we can see that the heart and how that Krishna, that's why the first two verses is glorifying the Lord's extreme beauty of it, extreme leela, extreme pastimes of it. That's a Muhur Chumbidam. It says that the second verse, right? Rudandam Muhur Netram Yukmam Murchandam Karamboja Yukmena Sadanga Netram. Krishna is rubbing his eyes with the fear of Mother Yashoda. Right? And then what is the third verse? Idam de Gopala Balam. Idam de Mukamboj. No, that is the Ididik Solila. Ididik Solila Pir Ananda Kunde. Just by remembering that pastime, Ididik Solila Pir Ananda Kunde. Ananda means the full of bliss, and the Kunda means this the lake, the pond. So here Simhesvara Muni is in such a way that at humble position says that I am in there is the ocean of bliss, right? And the ocean of bliss, Sandra, ocean. The Sindhu, ocean. So ocean of Sindhu, so that's the nectar of Sindhu, Rasa Amrita Sindhu. Bhakti Rasa Amrita Sindhu. That means ocean of nectar. Ocean of nectar. But here Simhesvara Muni says that I am in the Kunda. Because of I wanted to get more and more nectar. That's why in the sixth verse it says that, right? Namo Deva Damodar Ananda Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Dukkha Jalapti Magna. So I am in the Dukkha, on this suffering, even though Simhesvara Muni was with that mood and saying that still I am into this Jalapti, Dukkha Jalapti Magna. So this is the mood, and one should have this mood of devotion such a way that how Simhesvara Muni offering and glorifying the Supreme Lord Damodara. So we should be always take care of, conscious of all these, the different aspects of this month of Karthik, and then one can easily die the Supreme Lord. with the rope of love. So then one can attain nectar, one can attain all this Krishna, one can even serve personally in the abode of the Vaikuntha. So we know that the other day I was mentioning about the story of Mother Rukmini. Right? How Mother Rukmini became Mother Rukmini and very favorable and favorite queen for Krishna. Very favorite queen. Why? And I was giving this story and this pastime. That Mother Rukmini, one time the daughter of a Brahmana called the Devasharma in Haridwar. So on this Brahmana was so pious and worshipping the Lord. Then every day the worship and so pious. And then he has a daughter called Gunavati. Gunavati was also very pious and worshipping the Lord. And now Gunavati became the marriageable age. Now Devasharma thought that okay, now I need to get the Gunavati get married. And then Devasharma had a disciple, his name was Sharma. And then Gunavati got married to Sharma. Then after some years that then passed, then they went to the forest to collect this kusha grass for the rituals, for the yagyas. So all of a sudden a ferocious animal killed both of them. And then now there is no option, now just Gunavati was alone. But Gunavati was so much, dedicated for entire life for the service, and especially on this month of Karthik. She was very determined and very dedicatedly doing this Karthik Vrata. So years passed, one of the Karthik, and she was doing this Vrata, complete fasting, and I get up early in the morning, go to the river, take bath, and then perform all these rituals and everything, and very strictly. And this day, Gunavati went to the river to take bath, and she was so weak in the cold, and because of this paraphernalia, she was in that mood of, she just passed away right there, Gunavati. So immediately the chariot came from the Vaikuntha. So this Vishnudutas took her back to Vaikuntha, and Lord was there to receive Gunavati. Lord immediately accepted. It is not easily get it. Because of she was so dedicated and immersed in the service, immersed in the devotion in this month of Karthik, and following this Karthik Vrata so strictly like this and with the devotion, Lord was personally receiving Gunavati and told that you would be my eternal consort. That's where Mother Rukmini became Mother Rukmini. And she was became Mother Rukmini. And then what happened? Then when Krishna came down to Dwarika, then Mother Rukmini also came, and this was the time Mother Rukmini was asking that how I became so favorite, you. Then Krishna was giving this answer to, Mother Rukmini. So there are so many wonderful glories of this month of Karthik. So what all that we need to do is actually the devotees have this in your heart, in your mind. Dedicate yourself some extent, chant the holy name with the devotion. As mentioned that always when you chant the holy name, be with Krishna. And this is the only way that we can be with Krishna. We can always be with Krishna. The easiest way that which mentioned here in this lifetime, that we can, when we chant the holy name, that we are with Krishna. That means we have an appointment with Krishna. Right? Every day we have an appointment with Krishna. We take appointment with the doctors, every other people. Nowadays we also have to take appointment with our friends, right? So I need to come. No, Prabhuji, no, not this Saturday, next Saturday. How about 10 to 12? No, I'm about. How about 10 to 10:30? And this is the maximum time we can get it. And if it is more than 10:30, gone. You have to be out, right? So this is the way that now it works. So similarly, we are so busy. So Srila Prabhupada said, okay, chant 24 hours. But here, we are so busy in such a way that Srila Prabhupada said, okay, at least you just take 2 hours of every day. You make an appointment with Krishna. Okay, 2 hours every day. Get an appointment. Krishna will easily give you. He will give you all his time, no worries. But at least for your convenience, Krishna will say, okay, 2 hours every day you take an appointment with Krishna. So when you take appointment with Krishna, so that's your personal time with Krishna. That means Krishna and you are together there. And Krishna likes this. And he says that the scripture, one who says, Oh Krishna, I am surrendered to you. I am yours. I am surrendered unto you. There is nothing that, for me that I am yours, I am surrendered unto you. Krishna would personally come there and receive that devotee, the one who says that. So this is the significance of this month of Karthik, and thank you so much. I think I went ahead a little. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay, so 24 hours we can, okay, we can continue this. So thank you so much, this association, and of course I always say that congratulations to you, because once you come for this satsanga, month of Karthik, one is able to offer the ghee lamp to the Lord. So we will all come to that wonderful mood of devotion. So I can see that many of also came to the emotion. Yesterday also I saw that some devotees' tears were coming down, and so emotion is the first step for the devotion. Okay, first emotion, then what comes? Devotion comes. Then how it happens? Then no commotion. So everything will be all right. So emotion comes, then devotion comes. That's how perfection comes. Okay. So thank you so much. Sri Sri Radha Damodar Ji ki Jai, Sri Prabhupada ki Jai, Lord Vishnu. So any questions? Any comments? Before we go to the next one.
So Prabhu, when Yashoda Maiya was trying to tie Krishna, I think she was having like ego or maybe pride that she's the mother and she can tie easily, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, she had an impression. She knew that Krishna is Chaliya,
Yes.
some mystic. So, but she wanted to overcome that.
Yes. Yes.
So that's
So
why
out of love.
she was kind of keep trying.
Yes. So Krishna wanted that. Krishna wanted to release that rasa also. Krishna wanted everything. So that's why don't just offer dala and rice, okay? Krishna likes everything. Krishna likes all delicacies. Don't just offer dal and rice every day. Or every day, okay, in the evening, just one apple. No. So Krishna likes everything. All the flavors. This is rasa. This is called the 64 qualities of Krishna. 64 rasa or kala of Krishna means all the flavor. So we should offer. Krishna likes everything. Even that's why that he is fighting with the demon. He does not need to go and fight with the demon. Why he is doing that? Krishna was, relishing 27 days of the heavenly times and 7 days that Krishna was fighting with the Hiranyaksha. Then Brahma reminded Krishna that, okay, now this is the time, evening is coming, you have to kill him. But Krishna is enjoying it. He is Supreme Lord. He just by blink of his eyes, everything is possible. They said, that's why blink of his eyes, this entire universe has become the ashes, completely burned down. But this is all his leela, so that he derives the pleasure. That's why even, this Hiranyaksha, Hiranyaksha, they were who? They were the Jaya Vijayas anyway, right? In the Vaikuntha. So this is Krishna likes that. So Krishna likes everything. So this makes Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Sometimes people doesn't understand this.
But what we learn from this is that once we give up our ego and pride, then only we can bind Krishna.
Yes, that is true. The most important thing is actually our endeavor. So Krishna was waiting for this. Mother Yashoda was trying to bind Krishna with such an endeavor, right? So ego is the second part of it, but endeavor. So our endeavor, we are keep trying. That's why even though we chant some rounds every day, but some days we don't, but we keep chanting. Okay, Krishna, look at that. Krishna is not as Bhavagrahi Janardana. He is Bhavagrahi. He looks at your mood, not the quantity of it, the quality. Otherwise, which Lord will say that, okay, please give me a leaf, then I'll be happy. Give me a fruit, I'll be happy. Who will say that? With love, Krishna said, okay, give me that, but you offer this with a love. Okay, then I will accept it. So that's what is Krishna needed. So our endeavor. So Mother Yashoda was trying to bind Krishna from the morning, and Krishna was looking at it. Okay, let me see. How long this goes. Let me see. So then Krishna understood, yes. Mother Yashoda is completely surrendered. So endeavor is our devotion. So you have to have our devotion, very strong devotion with Sri Goswami says that, right? Utsaha, Nishya, Dhairya, Tat Karma Pravartana. Ulsaha, enthusiasm, nishya, determination, and patience, dhairya. So all this needs to be there. So when we have, that is our endeavor for Krishna. So then Krishna would please, and Krishna would personally sell himself to that devotee and come down. You know that the story of Vilumagala Thakur, right? In Vrindavan. Vilumagala Thakur. And I was also giving this story of the elderly devotee in Guruvayur. I forgot the name. Yeah, I think I already mentioned that. So the endeavor is the most important. So as long as we are in this human form of life, some way or other we exhibit our endeavor like this, and that means our devotion. So that's why Srila Prabhupada put us in this, that okay, chant some round, okay, 16 rounds minimum, those who are devotee, and offer the bhoga to the lordships and association of the devotees, read Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and whenever you get the time and go to the temple, visit and invite devotees, now for the Gilam in the month of Karthik and observe the Aigadashi. You know, this is the life, this is the lifestyle of a devotee. And it is mentioned that one who has this Kantimala and when he chants, he is labeled as what? He got a stamp. What is that stamp? Yeah, he has a stamp, he is a devotee. Now what is the benefit of that? Yamaraj doesn't even come near to that village. He is so afraid. Yamadudas are so afraid of that because of as soon as he come near, Vishnududas will come with this trident. Then they will flee away. You know, like this. So it's very, very, that important that our devotion is the problem. That's what is we are for. So once we are a devotee, then, so no matter what, you will be always protected. You will be always, Krishna's promise is that you will be always protected. In so many, that's why it's mentioned that in the one of the great Acharya mentioned that. He's compiled even the Srimad Bhagavatam in such a Sanskrit verses. He said, one who says Hari, that's all you need to say. One who says Hari means that, think about that. In order to say that the word Hari, there are billions of people cannot even pronounce the name of Hari in this world. I had that experience. I went to a home for Satyanarayana Puja. There was a little boy, almost 13, 14 years. So I was giving the Achaman. In order to do the puja, he has to do the Achaman. So I was first telling, okay, can you tell this name? Keshavaya Namaha. He couldn't pronounce. I was keeping 10 times, 11 times, 13 times, 14 times, 15 times, and I realized he can't pronounce it. And I just continued. So this is a situation that people cannot even come to their original consciousness. This is animal consciousness. This is the animal consciousness. People come to that point. Somehow they got this human birth. Some Sukriti, some parent, somebody Sukriti that he got this opportunity. But he can't do this. So it's mentioned that if one says even Hari in this time, in this world, that means he has understood Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. All he has that knowledge because of then only that one consciousness that and his tongue, his nose, everything, this come to that level of pronouncing that word of Hari. He is that fortunate. Then think about that one who, performs or who chants the holy name, how important, how great that devotee is. Okay? So endeavor is very important. That's what is, our, what is called panchaline or our measurements, right? Every day how much we dedicate to execute devotion to the Supreme. So that's endeavor is the most important. Then with that endeavor, then what comes? This is the 2 finger short. The signifies one is endeavor, second is the mercy, kripa. We need all kripa. Unless we have the mercy of the Lord and His devotees, we cannot progress. We will still stuck. We would say that, Prabhuji, please come to the temple. We would say that, okay, I have so many other, I have a party. I have my car is actually on schedule. I have this appointment, this appointment. We have endless excuses. Endless. We will not come. We will not come to temple. We will not hear holy name. We will not do anything. We say, I am so busy. I am so busy. Why are you saying that? Because of he doesn't have a mercy. He has this heart is completely impure. He does not even have a kripa shakti. It's called shakti. He does not have a shakti that he can overcome that obstacles and come directly to Krishna and see Krishna. He does not have it. But one who has the mercy, one who has the kripa, he said, forget it, I will do it tomorrow, I will do it after some time. This month of Karthik, and we have so many excuses, people say. But think, we don't know, because they don't have that kripa. We don't have that mercy, they don't have that blessings of devotees and the Lord. That's why they are even still stuck with so many of these material things. We are completely stuck with this material. This is the total material energy, that's called Maya, total material. So only way that we can do this, dear devotees, with this, that our endeavor, and by the endeavor that what we get the mercy, the kripa. Then we can move little further. Then it all makes sense. That's why devotees become so wonderful, so pure. So when they become so pure, then what happens? They can understand everything. They can even see Krishna. They can talk to Krishna. Every day the tears comes. They would see the Lord and they can see the beautiful form of the Lord. Where that come? Because of it's all this is the journey that come to that point. It's a purification. That's why, our mind has different stages. That is what is the stage. Verse comes to that stage called Niruddha. That's called transcendental stage. All the other stages we don't. But the transcendental stage, that's our real sacred, the transcendental pure status of our consciousness. That's where we make all this. We make relationship. We make all these wonderful activities. We hear about the Lord. This is called transcend. We are not in this material platform anymore in that stage. We keep hearing, keep seeing, like Ambarish Maharaj. Go to the temple, Bhaktarisha, chanting or offering the lamb, offering the bhoga. So many things we do. Why? Because of we just moved out, slipped out come out from this our material conditions to spiritual conditions. So this is the way Satyavada is Ananda Kunde. See, otherwise we are all suffering in this world. How can you say that? We are in full of bliss and happiness. Everybody can say here? Everybody's here? Full of bliss all the time? The moment we reached home and our complete everything is changed. Either we should be in so many ways. So we are not. Why? But we can reach to that level. It's a very Ananda Kunda. The pool of ecstasy, the pool of bliss, the pool ocean of bliss. So this is the state, this is a spiritual state. Okay, that's why Lord is known as Ananda, Sat-Chit Ananda. This is the state of it. The state of the Vigraha, the form of the spiritual is that one can come to that state of that full of eternity, full of knowledge and full of bliss. And what is that knowledge means? He can understand that who is Krishna. He can understand that who is Vishnu. He can understand that who is Durga. He can understand that who is devotee and Narada. He can understand the various forms. He can understand that how Lord functioning this. This is called knowledge. So he comes to that point. Then everything, Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, all knowledge is in one sense. He can understand easily what scripture says, what Sadhu says, what Guru says. It's all same. So this is called knowledge. So he comes to that point. Then he finally comes to that eternal, everlasting bliss. This is the nature of Krishna. That is the nature of the soul. So this signifies, this wonderful Damodara. Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So you do the Damodara Ashtam? So now what we are going to do, everybody please take this opportunity, offer the Gila with that, the consciousness that I'm offering this Gila to the Supreme Lord, Lord Damodara. Okay? So you offer in such a way that, and 4 times, when you offer, 4 times on the lotus feet, 2 times on the navel, and 3 times on the face, and then 7 times around. Okay? And tell that, oh Lord, today onwards, this is a Sankalpa also, you can take that. Please accept me. Please give me blessings. Please shower me like how Mother Yashoda, I want to bind you. I want to be yours. I want to surrender unto you. So please bless me. Please shower your mercy upon me. This should be our prayers. So this way that Lord will be so pleased. Okay?
Prabhu has in the backyard 2 trees. Exactly.
Is here? Now Arjun tree. So probably it will get liberated. You want to get liberated? Or you want to sell it? Yes. A beautiful tree?
Yeah, exactly like
exactly like that tree. So it is mentioned that when still that tree is there, you know that when you go to Krishna Balaram temple, there is a what is that called? You know that in Krishna Balaram temple there is a tree.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of the court here. So Srila Prabhupada didn't want to cut that out because this was one of the.
It's a neem tree, right?
It's a neem tree. It's one of the neem tree because it has no, not neem tree. This is another way. No, it's not a kadamba tree also, but there is another tree. Illi. It's a, what is that? Imili tree. Imili tree. So Imili has great significance and the pastimes of Imili Tala. You know that. So Krishna's pastimes happen in Imili Tala. So Srila Prabhupada wanted to say everything, entire structure of the Krishna Balaram temple is changed according to keep up this one tree because it was Srila Prabhupada was liking because of the Krishna's pastime is there. So Vrindavan. Not only that, the Krishna Balaram temple in Vrindavan, that's where exactly why Krishna Balaram wanted, Srila Prabhupada wanted that Krishna Balaram temple must be there. That's where exactly the place Krishna and Balaram came and executed their pastimes. They were sat there on this place where that, Krishna Prabhupada wanted that the temple over there. That's why Krishna Balaram temple is Raman, exactly, the part of Raman. It was, if you go there, you can see the very soft sand that was there in the Krishna Balaram. So there are great significance of all this wonderful. And Radha Damodar temple. And on this day of Karthik, Radha Damodar ji is installed by Jiva Goswami. It's a very beautiful pass. I'll tell many in other time. Otherwise it take another half an hour. Okay, thank you so much. Do this, and also today evening we have an egg here, the sacrifice for all